look, a little Denise. I mean, look, Erika's still did you see the video where Erika, to announce Bet on Blanche, took that car up to Rinna's house and surprised Rinna?
Yes. Oh my God, the limo. It was fabulous. That old school limo. She
Erika's
gets
fucking
like
great.
a
I'm
model.
sorry.
Look, girl, she's so great. She's
I
so
feel
great.
guilt. Listen, I am a flip-flopper. I change and I base it on I base it on sorry, Rachel Riley, I love you and I loved interviewing you, and but I'm gonna play Big Brother by flip-flopping. I'm a flip-flopper. I want to apologize for anything I've ever said bad about Erika Jayne.
Well, I
I
don't think
do.
you should because, I will say, remember when we talked about, was it Marco, the guys, the two guys that have been
Yes.
costume designers here in Los Angeles. I mean, that was the moment I did sort of think, this is not good. I mean, the long and the short of it, the LA Times has done incredible work on Erika and Tom Girardi and this whole thing. They've done great investigative stories. There's a dress company here. She used to have all her costumes made by them, and she essentially accused them of charging her card without permission. And it set these two guys who have been in business for over a decade, into just absolute, they thought they were, the feds showed up, they thought, and of course that's because Tom Girardi was a friend of like a guy that was a head of the FBI here or whatever. I mean, it was really fucking mismanaged. And, in the end, these guys had been authorized to make these charges, but Erika called harassing them, had, claimed on her American Express they were stealing. It was they had employees, they had to dip into their savings. They were nearly ruined. That story really bothers me. I don't know what to make of that because I want to believe that maybe Tom was telling Erika, we have the money, or maybe Tom was telling Erika, like, these guys are fucking you. And so she was believing everything her husband said. I always want to basically believe it's Tom Girardi's fault.
I just
Because
love you can't cancel someone's story. That's what I love.
Yeah.
You can't cancel
I
people.
mean,
People rise from the flames. It's not how hard you fall, it's how quick you get up. So I
well,
love a
that one bothers
story
me.
that bothers you.
But yeah, because these guys are small business owners, and she, I don't know, I mean, it just bothers me the way that they handle that. To me, that's always like, if you're willing to do that, and maybe she did really believe they were mischarging her, but I think she kind of went above and beyond, and I'm hoping it's Tom's fault. And I do stand by, I think it is Tom's fault. Tom was an enormous character, not only in Los Angeles, but in the world of law and litigation. And, I mean, Tom had immense power. He was a fucking scumbag. And I would say this to Erika if we were having a drink. He belongs in jail, even though I know he was the love of your life. So maybe it was Tom's influence, because I do think Erika did what Tom told her and wanted to do. I think.
I also think just like Danielle Staub, Erika is a survivor. I love that.
Yeah, she is.
I love that.
Wait, I wanted to ask you, what did you make? Well, what did you make of Garcelle unfollowing Lala and then Lala responding?
What did Lala say in the response? So what is it? Lala's been talking about Oliver? I mean,
yes, I believe.
What has she been saying?
And
like, if I wanted him, I could have had him. I mean, I dipped in a little bit and then I said, I'm bored. I'm dipping out.
Lala has gone on Vanderpump Rules this season. Lala has been one of the people spearheading that. Oliver's ex has said that she and Oliver were not broken up when he went out with Raquel. He went out with other women. He's gone after other women. Oliver, cheated on her.
That's out there. And Lala said, what? This is all true.
Well, Lala, yeah, basically. And Lala has accused Raquel of being a homewrecker on the show. And then, of course, Raquel's like, you're a homewrecker. You were a homewrecker with Emmett. And Lala says, I was, but I didn't know it. And I'm trying to help you. But the narrative has been quite negative, I think, in the past 2 episodes on Vanderpump Rules towards Oliver. So I'm thinking maybe it's that. I don't know. Garcelle knows how shows are edited, so I'm not sure if there's something behind the scenes.
And what did Lala basically say after she unfollowed her?
She says she gets it. She's like, I understand, because obviously, that's Oliver's mom. He's going to be very, I would ride. She basically said, look, if it was Ocean, anything Ocean did, whether Ocean was right or wrong,
of course,
I would have Ocean's back 100%. And so she's basically saying she thinks Garcelle unfollowed because Lala is kind of bringing up that Oliver is an alleged cheater. And maybe Oliver is a cheater. I can't remember if that's like actually true or not. But anyhow,
Listen, guys, when you get unfollowed, often you question why. Like when Lisa Rinna unfollowed me, I'm like, eventually, I don't know for sure. I assume you have to just make your own backstory, like we're doing here with Lala. Eventually, I was like, I assume it's because I've said she's fired, which I thought everyone in the world knew she was fired. But apparently, Lisa Rinna likes to stand by her statement that she chose to leave her $1 million salary at Beverly Hills. So I assume Lisa Rinna unfollowed me because of that. I mean, Margaret, Rachel Fuda, Jackie Goldschneider, Melissa Gorga, they all unfollowed me when I had on Margaret's ex-BFF, Laura. Margaret sent a text and said, you have to unfollow. She forgot to include Joe Gorga on the text. Joe Gorga still follows me. But Fuda, who I've never spoken to in my life, Melissa, who Jackie, who good luck, Jackie, they all unfollow me. So sometimes, like, you know, I understand Lala's not sure because I'm also often not sure. I assume Jen Shah's team unfollowed me just because I said she's a horrible, horrific human being, and her PR is like representing her, and like this woman has PR in jail. So I assume that's why Shah unfollowed me. Sometimes you don't know, right, girl? But look, all I know is Garcelle came over to you and me. And just like with Erika, I don't know why people are so confused by this. If someone's nice to us in the real world, you're nice back. If they're not, you're not. Garcelle is very lovely to us. She said she appreciated us going light on Oliver. I don't know if we really went light, but we didn't need to bring up certain things. And here we are. So love Garcelle, love Lala. I don't know. This one's it's a crossover unfollowing. It's shocking. Rumor is the newbie is stirring it up, and the P that Karen, the Grand Dame's pickleball was very contentious. The new girl has really, really come and has an issue with a professor. I could see that. I don't know. The professor was on this show. Let me tell you something about the professor. She was on this show, and then she's another one. She ran for the hills like fucking Tamra. Put on your big girl pants if you're coming behind the velvet rope, okay? You're a political commentator.
What'd she do?
I don't know.
I've had her on. What did she unfollow you?
No, I don't know. Let's see. She has never come back. So once you don't come back, you know what? It's fair game. So the professor, come on. Put on your big girl pants, professor. Hold on, let's see. Let me see if she has the professor. Me. Yeah, people might be unfollowing you because of me, girl. I'm sorry. No, listen, I got nothing against her, but once you don't come back to the show.
Well, she follows me.
I said before, I have no use for you. None if you don't come back to the show. You got upset. But apparently she has a problem with a professor, this newbie on RHOP. You know what? Bring something, guys. Bring something, because Giselle ain't bringing her real life. I think we'll see stuff about Juan.
They're going to drag Juan and Robin through the mud.
Good.
Oh, they're going to be so dragged. I mean, I think he's leaning in. I haven't heard any rumblings. I do not believe he's been hired for any new coaching job anywhere.
I don't think it's so easy to get hired with a scandal.
I don't think so either. I think he's leaning in. I mean, what other paycheck did they have?
Listen, you don't want to leave.
I think our hat business is doing well, maybe. Wait, I wanted to ask you, while we're on, because the professor was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, what did you make? Because this even made the Post, the New York Post. What did you make of Ariana Maddox posting on her IG story that picture with Meghan McCain, you know, the political commentator who used to be on The View, and cropping Meghan and her husband